President Joe Biden returns to the campaign trail today after holding his first big re-election rally over the weekend. He is about to begin an intensive fundraising drive as Republicans battle their way through a crowded field. Fox's Doug Luzader joins us live from Washington, D.C. Doug, this is interesting because the last time President Biden had to campaign, we were in a much different place as a country and politically.
That's right. He did a lot of campaigning from home. That work from home schedule worked then, clearly. Not going to work in this circumstance, though. So the president is getting out there. He is going to California today for some fundraisers, and he had a rally here on the East Coast over the weekend.
Hello, Philadelphia!
President Biden in Philadelphia on Saturday. This was really the first rally of his 2024 campaign after winning a major union endorsement.
I'm proud to be the most pro-union president in American history.
But the Biden campaign has two big concerns: the possibility of a third-party candidate entering the race, like West Virginia Senator Joe Manchin, and a primary calendar that is still in flux. Biden wants to reorder the state contest to allow South Carolina to go first, giving himself a big advantage over other Democrats. But traditional early states like Iowa and New Hampshire do not want to play along.
The problem is, again, with these other two states, is there's not a lot of enthusiasm for the president's re-election campaign right now, and the last thing you want to do is have him bloodied going into a general election.
Well, hello, Nevada!
Republicans have some issues of their own, including a debate requirement from the party that they each pledge to support the eventual nominee. A number of candidates from former President Trump on down may have issues with that. A former New Jersey Governor Chris Christie remembers a similar pledge during a debate in 2016.
There were 10 of us on the stage. 9 of us raised our hands. The one who didn't was Donald Trump. And so I'll take the pledge in 2024 just as seriously as Donald Trump took the pledge in 2016.
And that pledge may really complicate things, and things are happening pretty quickly now. That first GOP debate is about 2 months from today in Milwaukee, and so they have to kind of settle this question to figure out who's going to be on the stage there. Dina.
Oh, boy. What pledge is he referring to, Doug? The pledge to back Trump if he wins the nomination?
Well, yeah, so the pledge to support whoever the nominee winds up being, be it Trump or anyone else. And, you know, former President Trump may not make that pledge, and there are a number of other Republicans that don't want to make that pledge because they don't necessarily want to end up endorsing Trump if he gets the nomination.
Wow. When does somebody on the other side, when does somebody like a Joe Manchin, when does he have to decide if he wants to get into this race?
Well, there's been a lot of talk about that, and you know, there's some polling that indicates that there's an openness among the electorate for a third-party candidate. But it's an easy thing to say that you would support a third-party candidate, but when it really comes down to brass tacks and you have a person identified with that third-party effort, that's where things get a little dicey, and that's why it's always been so difficult for third-party candidates. But they can clearly act as a spoiler, and we've seen that happen in the past.
Yeah, I guess not exactly on the other side. On another, it's like we got a triangle going now. 3 sides, perhaps.
That's right. And for those who remember Ross Perot, I mean, we know the kind of impact that a powerful third-party candidate can have.
Do you remember on Sesame Street they had a bird, H. Ross Parrot?
No, but that sounds about right.
It was very entertaining. It had a fun little Texas twang to him when he talked. Doug Luzader, thank you.